So Make.com has become an essential part of my online businesses, and in today's video I'm going to walk you through a simple step-by-step setup that you can use for completely free to help you streamline your online AI business and potentially put you in a position of being able to earn an extra source of income online. So what exactly is Make.com for those of you that might have not heard of it? It's simply an AI automation software that again anyone is going to be able to use for completely free, and there's certain setups that you can use with it when it comes to helping you out with your different internet-based businesses. Now, as you guys know, on this channel I like to break down different strategies to help you either make money by selling digital products or physical products that you don't need to buy in bulk. And my main goal with this channel is to make your life a lot more easier. Now, before I show you the actual step-by-step process when it comes to using Make.com, I'm going to show you someone that might be potentially using this setup right now. And I'm also going to just give you a general insight into how everything is going to work. So if I just jump onto this spy tool over here called Zeek Analytics, I'm just going to log into my account quickly and find a store that's making a decent amount of income, potentially using what I'm going to show you today with Make.com. Okay, so I've just logged into my account, and what I'm going to do is just come over here on the left hand side and I'm going to click on Store Finder. Now, from this point, as you can see, you can select the type of store that you want to research. You can also filter it down in terms of these social channels. So what I'm going to do in this case is click on Instagram, and I want Zeek Analytics to show me stores that are dropshipping. And I also want it to show me stores that are bringing in, let's say, minimum 10K per month. So I'm going to leave it like that and then click on search. Okay, so these are all of these different active stores that are selling right now, and it's able to show me all of this information in terms of when they created their store, the active products they've got available, the sold products in the last however many months, and the estimated revenue as well. So if I just scroll down and I'm just going to click on a random store, let me click into this one over here. Okay, so now I'm able to get a little bit of a deeper look as to what they're doing. So this is the URL of the store. If I just click into it, we can see that it's a simple Shopify store where they're selling this smart ring that is trending right now. So this is the product right here, and this is how much they're selling it for. And products like this can be found on sites like AutoDS. But if I just go back over to Zeek and go over to their social channels, we can see that they're using Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X. But what I'm going to do is just click into their Instagram account. Okay, so this is their page right here. And as we can see, they're posting all of these different images. Now, I'm not saying that them posting these different images is what's allowing them to bring in the potential revenue that they're probably bringing in. But what I am saying is that by stores like this, using Instagram and being consistent with it, they're just going to be able to put themselves in a better position when it comes to bringing in extra revenue. And the whole point of what I'm showing you is how you can automate images to be produced automatically without you having to lift a finger, with the help of Make.com as well as Google Gemini. So I'm going to walk you through the entire step-by-step process and what I would do if I wanted to generate multiple images every single day that's going to be delivered to me that I can now upload to Instagram without me having to hire someone from Upwork, without me having to look for a graphic designer. Everything is going to be done using the power of artificial intelligence. And the store that I'm going to be using as an example is this store that I was able to build. It's a simple pet store that you guys may have seen me build in my completely free course. I'm going to leave it linked down below. So I was able to use an AI store builder to get this site up and running. And on this store, as you can see, I've got all of these different products available that are connected to AutoDS that I can start selling right now. I can start shipping out right now, and I'm not going to have to sell it myself. AutoDS is going to make sure that it gets delivered directly to the customer, but I'm going to be using one of these different items as an example when it comes to showing you how all of this works. If I wanted to generate unique images every single day with the help of Make.com. So I'm going to go with this item over here. So in summary, what I'm going to be doing is using this particular product when it comes to using Make.com to help me generate unique custom images every single day that I can now upload to my Instagram page. And I'm using this one image, this one product, but if I wanted to use every single product on my site, I can also do that. But just to keep it simple so that you guys get the point, I'm just going to illustrate using this one product. So one of the first things that you need to do is, of course, go over to make.com. So I'm going to leave all the information to make.com in my description down below. But as you can see, you can get started for completely free. You don't need any credit card, and you're going to be able to do what I'm going to show you today without having to pay a single penny. So once you're on make.com, all you need to do is click onto this. And then from there, it's going to take you to a page that looks like this, where you're now going to be able to set up a new scenario. So we're going to be working through this together. If you haven't already built your site with the AI store builder, you're going to be able to do that for completely free as well. I'm going to leave all the information down below. So once you've got your site up and running, or even if you're using a completely different site or whatever business you're running right now and you want to get unique pieces of content, the first thing that you need to do is click on this plus icon. Then what you need to do is come over here to Google Sheets, and the one that you're going to select is watch new rows. So you're just going to select it just like that. Now you do need to connect your Google Sheet account to your make.com account. So I've already done that, as you can see, and they've made the whole process really simple because all you got to do is click on add. And then from there, all you got to do is to sign into your Google account. So I'm not going to do that as I've already done that. But once you have done that, what you now need to do is select the spreadsheet ID that you're working with. So I'm just going to select it just like that. And then you just need to select the one that you're working with. Now I've selected pet store image spreadsheet. Didn't spell that right. I'm just going to correct it over here. Spreadsheet. So this is the one that I'm working with, and all you need to do is create a brand new spreadsheet and put one column for the name of product and a second column for the link of product. So since we're working with this one over here, let me just go back over to my site. I'm going to select the product that we're working with, and I'm just going to get the link of the product just like this, and I'm just going to paste it in there. Then what I'm going to do is just type in the name of the product, which is a retractable dog leash, just like that. And you can do the exact same thing for the product that you're working with. So if I wanted to generate multiple images, I can do that. If I want to get some other images, I'm going to be able to do that as well. So for now, I'm just going to leave it with all of these different images. And essentially I want it to make up to 10, 11 different images. So that's what you need to do once you're on the spreadsheet section. If I just go back over to make.com, I'm just going to select the sheet that we're working with, which is sheet 1. So that's the sheet that we're working with over here, sheet 1. Then what you need to do is update the row with headers section, and I'm just going to change this from Z to B. The reason why I'm doing that is because if we look at the spreadsheet, we're only working with columns A to B. So make.com needs to know that. And I'm also going to change the limit to 1. And the reason why you change it to 1 is because you're telling make.com to look at one row at a time. So that's all you need to do in this particular module. What I'm going to do now is just click on save and then select all and then click on save again. Okay, perfect. So if you're following along with what I'm doing, you've now got the first module set up. So once you get to this point, all you now need to do is click on the plus icon. And what you're going to do from here is tell make.com to get the actual image from the spreadsheet. So you're just going to type in HTTP and select get a file. So I'm just going to select it like that. And I'm going to say that I want it to get the URL from the spreadsheet. So I'm just going to select it like this and then click on save. Once I've done that, I'm just going to run it once just so that I know that everything is working as it should. Okay, so there's no errors so far. Now, the next module that you're going to set up is going to be Google Gemini. So we're just going to type in Gemini just like this. And I'm going to say that I want it to create an image. And once you get to this stage, this is where you now need to connect your Google Gemini account. So this can be done for completely free. Don't worry, you don't need to pay a penny. All you got to do is just click on add. And once you get to this point, you're going to need to get your API key. And to do so, you just need to copy this URL over here for the Google AI Studio, and then just go over to the Google AI Studio just like this and you're going to be able to find your API key by clicking on this button right here. And once on this page, all you got to do to get your API key is select this button, name it whatever you want. I'm just going to call it make.com. I'm going to come over here, click on the project that I'm working on, and then I just simply need to click on create key. I've already done so I'm not going to do it again. And once you've done that, you're now going to see that you're on the free tier. You can set up your billing so that you can get more credits if you want, not necessary in the initial stage. So you're on the free tier and you're going to be able to get your key by clicking on this button right here. So yeah, it's pretty much straightforward, but once you've now connected your Gemini account, all you need to do is select the best model when it comes to the image generation. And I would say that it's going to be Imagen 4 Ultra. So I'm just going to select it like that. And it's going to be in this box where you need to enter the prompt. And just to kind of give you a recap as to what I'm doing, essentially what I'm doing is telling Google Gemini to generate an image based on the URL that I inserted for the product into the Google spreadsheet. So what Imagen 4 Ultra is going to be able to do is make a realistic image that can now be used on Instagram, and it's going to generate as many images that I want, of course, with certain limitations if you're on the free tier, but you can make as many images as you want that you can now use on your different social medias. So once you get to this stage, the image prompt that you're going to use is going to be this one. So what I'm saying here is I need you to generate an Instagram post based on this product image. So the name of the product that I've mapped directly from the spreadsheet. And I'm also giving it the specific image to use based on the image on the product page that's going to be taken from the HTTP module. So you just got to select file name just like that. And you can also add whatever you want. I'm just saying here, ensure that there's no text on the screen, and also make sure that they look highly engaging and showcase the product in a natural setting. So more or less, this is what I'm going to put. I'm not going to make any changes to this. I'm going to leave it as 1:1 aspect ratio, and I'm going to click on save. And one of the final modules that you're going to set up in this sequence is going to be your Google Drive, because the way that these different images are going to be delivered to you is going to be your Google Drive, and it's going to be there where you can now cross-check it, make sure that you're happy with it. And if you are, you can now take that image and upload it to your Instagram page. So what I'm going to do is click on the plus icon once again. I'm going to type in Google Drive, and then I'm going to say upload a file. So I'm just going to select it like that. And finally, you now need to add your Google Drive account as well. Click on add, sign in. You're going to be able to grant permissions. I've already done that, so I'm not going to do it again. But you just need to enter the folder ID that you want the images to be uploaded to. So I'm just going to select that and then say that I want to select it from the list. Then what I'm going to do is say that it's in my drive, and I'm going to select the specific folder, which is this one titled images make.com. And to make sure that the correct image gets uploaded to the Google Drive, I'm just going to select Google Gemini AI over here so that it gets the correct image and it uploads it to the file that we're working with, which is this one. So once I've done that, I'm just going to click on save. And yeah, that's basically everything that goes into setting up this sequence with make.com. So to make sure that everything has worked as it should, I'm just going to click on run once and let's see if it's able to make the image in the correct way. So we can see that the information has been pulled from the Google Sheet, and right now Google Gemini is working on making the image. Okay, so that's been done, and we can also see that the image has now been uploaded to the Google Drive. So I'm just going to go back to it and make sure. Okay, yep, so right here the image has now been added. Let me just click into it and make sure that it looks good. Okay, here we go. This is the image. As you guys can see, it looks super realistic. You know, it showcases the actual image in use. And this is what I'm talking about when I say that you can get unique images using this setup, because if I wanted to get something like this, I would have had to have paid some guy to go to the forest with a dog, with the product for me to get this. But now I've got it for completely free, and I'm going to be able to use it in whatever way that I want to. You know what? Let's see if it's able to do another image. I'm just going to click on run once again. Okay, so that's been done. Let's go back over to the Google Drive. So now there's two different images. Let me click into this one. Okay, and there we go. This is a second image that I'm going to be able to use that was made in basically 2 seconds. So I'm sure that you guys see the power behind this, because when it comes to using make.com, you don't have to go onto it every single day and click on run once. You can set up an automation so that all of these different images are going to be delivered to you multiple times a day. To do that, you just got to click on scheduling right here. And as you can see, there is different run scenarios. You can do it so that it happens automatically, once every day, once a week, specifically on a specific day of the month. So if I wanted it to be every day, I could just select it like that. And I could say that I want it to be at a certain time. So if I wanted it to be at, let's say 8:30, I could just set it like that, make sure that it's the right time zone, and then click on save. And once I've made the sequence active, it's going to be able to run without me having to do anything. So yeah, this is definitely a unique way of being able to use make.com. Of course, there's ways that you can also automate the images to be automatically uploaded to your Instagram without you having to manually do that. I just wanted to show you a simplistic way that you can use it. There's so many other ways that you can use it as well when it comes to helping you make money with dropshipping products, when it comes to helping you with digital products. So I do have more videos coming out when it comes to showcasing all of these different ways. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you don't miss those future videos. And don't forget that when it comes to building a store just like this, that's also a simple thing to do as well. With the AI store builder, it's going to take you through a series of different questions, ask you what type of niche you want your store to be centered around. It's also going to ask you what images do you want on the store. And from there, you can now use AutoDS when it comes to listing whatever products that you want. That's going to be connected to various different suppliers all around the world. And in the recent course that I built, that's completely free, by the way, you don't need to pay a single penny when it comes to enrolling. I show you how I was able to build the site. It was somewhat of an over the shoulder aspect. I show you click by click, step by step, everything I did for me to get this site built in the quickest way possible and the most accurate way possible. I show you how I used AI to generate the logo, how I used tools like ChatGPT to help me with the business plan, how I added various different products, found winning products. And there's also a lecture within that free course where I show you how I use make.com in a different way that I showed you in this video to help me get traffic organically with the help of Google SEO. Most of you probably didn't realize this, but there's multiple different sellers on Google right now that are ranking all of these different SEO articles that they don't even need to write themselves. And these different websites are generating multiple 5 figures every single month. And in the free course, I show you how you can set up a sequence step by step, click by click within make.com so that all of these different articles are going to be automatically produced and they're also going to be automatically added to your Google Search Console account. So yeah, this is definitely worth checking out as well. The free course is going to be linked, top link in the description, but I do have many more videos coming out when it comes to walking you through various different make.com tutorials, because I truly believe that this is the future. Not having to pay for freelancers, not having to spend hours doing everything yourself. As long as you know how to set up an AI automation, it's going to be able to take care of most of the work for you. But if you've enjoyed this video, you've learned anything from it, you got any sort of value from it, don't forget to press the like button. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that YouTube can let you know once a new video has been released. And if you also want to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago, where in this video, I walk you through some of my favorite AI side hustles, ones that I'm doing myself right now as we speak. You're going to be able to watch that video by clicking the link right there. Check that out straight after this, because that video has already helped out so many people and I'm sure that it's going to help you out too. But as always, guys, I'm going to catch you on that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.